Should I talk about how let's start with me eating an entire pizza just now in the last 20 minutes. How about
That's
that?
that's a great way
All
to
right.
start it.
So I'll start. Usually Hannibal starts, but I'm gonna jump right in here, y'all. Listen. Long day, came home. My girls are sleeping at like 6 o'clock. Who does that? Anyways, so I'm like, oh, I'm all alone for myself on dinner. Pop a pizza in a little while ago. Ate the whole thing. And the way I eat my pizza, Hannibal, I put seasoning, I add cheese to it, and I put hot sauce on it. That's how I eat it, and I eat the whole damn thing, and I feel a little fat, but it's okay. So how are you today?
That sounds amazing. Listen.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'm the total opposite right now because I realize that I'm going to have to do the thing that people don't do, or at least most of us don't do. They don't really catalog everything they're eating all day. So I realize I might have to figure this out. I think my goal is to lose about 10 pounds in a month, which I think is pretty reasonable because I know I overeat. I overeat at night. So I used my training program called ChatGPT, and I said, listen,
You love that fucking AI shit, man.
I'm going to tell you guys right now.
You love it.
The 5 people here. ChatGPT has made me, I was going to say how much money I make, helped me pretty well. And without it would be more difficult. I'll say that. So yes, I probably overuse it for like random shit. Like I'll just ask it all types of dumb questions. But anyway, so I talked to my master, ChatGPT, and I put in my weight and my height. I said, I'm 5'9", 5'10", 206 pounds. Okay. What should, because it's all approximate, like what should be my daily calorie intake? And obviously I'm on a deficit at this point. So ChatGPT said, yo, you fat as shit. And I was like, yeah, I know. Don't be mean.
That's what it said too.
No, it didn't say that. It would be hilarious if it did. No, it didn't.
That would be funny.
Like, you fat.
You could like change the filters on it and it's like explicit with you. You know, that would be kind of awesome.
Yeah, I don't even have filters. Usually when you try to ask it something very like something violent or overly sexual, it basically says you're violating terms of service or something like that. But they came with this number, which is ridiculous, but that I should eat around about 1,200 calories.
1,200?
Yeah, who does that?
I just ate 1,200 calories in 20 minutes.
I'm gonna die. Like that's not enough food.
No, it's not.
But there's like, listen, you want to be on a calorie deficit, dog? You're gonna have to taper it down. So I'm kind of working with that number. I'm actually around that number now. It sucks. It's not enough food.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're gonna have to get creative, you know, in how you prepare or when you go out. You know, you're gonna have to get creative a little bit. Some people would say, hey, whatever you normally eat, just cut it in half. You know, everybody's different. And, you know, there's a lot of different ways to achieve what you're trying to achieve. And I think 10 pounds in a month, very reasonable.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Something
that's
I've
good,
done before, but man, and plus during the summer, when you're outside and it's hot, and you came in from a long day of drive. I drove damn it the whole day, and you just want to sit home and grab food to eat.
Yep.
It's not gonna work, you know. So, and also I think I eat a lot when I'm bored. At night, there's nothing to do. Everyone, like I said, everyone's sleeping.
Yep.
So I'm living in an area where I can damn near buy anything I want and have it come to the house, or go outside and get it. So I just got really, but I guess I have to, obviously more cardio, which I'm going to do as well. So first day, you know, I'll let you guys know how it goes. I don't want to talk about this every beginning.
Right. What do you say? What do you say to Hector? Our man Hector, what's up, bro? It's very tough to have a strict diet in NYC. So much good food out there. I think you can relate to that.
That's the whole problem. I think that's it. You know, it's 24/7. I can get something. I can get pizza all day. I can get burritos all day. So it's very difficult to, you know, discipline yourself. But you know, I think when you have things in your life that you did well, and it took a lot of discipline to get there, it gives you some incentive. Like, okay, I was able to do this well, then I could probably do that if I put the effort and the time into. So
for sure.
It's you know, it's going to work. It's just going to be a pain in the ass to really, and then also I guess I have to kind of rethink how I eat, right? Because now it's like, okay, even after I get to this point, I can't go back to what I was doing. So
Yeah.
yeah, the body's gonna have to get used to it. It'll get there. The
You'll figure
only
it out.
thing I'm worried about when you get high, you want to eat.
So hold on, you're not giving up. And this is a good, I got a question for you. It's a good segue. We'll get into it. But so when you're not going to give up smoking, so you're going to have to figure the balance, obviously, because you're just saying when you get high, you probably get the munchies, right?
Yes. Now, I've had times where I did smoke and didn't eat, but that was a long time. I don't know what I was doing. It's gonna be a lot of water drinking. It's got to figure something out. I know Hector talking about the halal place. They're there all day and night. You can get whatever you want: lamb and rice, chicken and rice.
It's good.
I don't like all that white sauce. Nah, no diddy. I don't want. No, I don't like it.
So, yeah, you don't like mayonnaise. Why? What's with that, man? It's good.
Black. I think it's black. Being black.
Yeah.
I can't swim or dance, but we don't do mayonnaise. I went to that class.
Yeah, you're like reverse racism with you or something.
Right, exactly.
Listen, man, you can do it, man. You can do it. Listen, you could do what my girl did and take the cheat code, take the easy way out, and just pump yourself with Ozempic and lose fucking a gang of weight. You know, you could do that. It's an option, you know, but you're better than that. You'll figure it out.
I don't know. I mean, I'm already going to do the TRT, the testosterone. When I get real money, when I get Joe Rogan type money, get that testosterone replacement therapy where you just get jacked up. So
yeah, well, you know,
it's like hot sauce is. I put a hot sauce on anything. Like you put hot sauce in your pizza?
Every time.
Fantastic! It's a great one.
If I'm at home, if it's a homemade pizza, it's a little bit of extra cheese depending on the pizza.
Yes,
some kind of seasoning, and then it's hot sauce. If I'm out, I don't. But if I'm at home, always doctor up my pizza, and I cook it a little crispy, and I ate the whole thing, man. I feel a little weird, but you know I was hungry, so
it'll come out later. Don't worry about it.
Oh, thanks for that.
Are you a fan of the I don't know if you ever had this before, but having hot honey on your pizza?
Yes.
Have you tried? I've tried that recently.
Yeah,
I loved it. I'd never thought, because I'm like, I don't think about the sweet on pizza. Like I don't like pineapples on a pizza.
Nah, first time I've eaten pineapple pizza with ham, but I never order it. But if I'm somewhere, I'll have a slice if it's there, you know, some kind of function or party. But the first time I heard about the honey thing was several years ago with my chick. She put regular honey on pizza. I'm like, what are you doing? That's no, that's not. What are you doing? I took a bite. I was like, that's not bad. And then the hot honey makes it even better. So that's more.
It's fantastic, and I would love to know the calorie count on that. But again, I don't want to talk about me being fat all episode here. But you know, I'll give you guys some updates and everything. Let you guys know how it goes.
Yeah.
But I want to talk to you guys about. Is this gonna work? Let me see something here. I'm trying to see if I have this set up correctly. What's this? Oh, I guess I can just show.
Oh yeah, they beat South Sudan. Yeah. What's up?
So, you have to worry about looking at my face. So I saw a little bit of this game.
It's a black guy though, so it's the same.
It was both. So I saw a little bit. Did you get a chance to watch this? This came on like 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
I watched none. I saw the highlights on YouTube and the score. Bam, I think led them. I watched. No, I did not watch it, but they won, and I'm not surprised they won. They should have won, but you know, I don't know if you watched it. You know, what do you think about it?
I saw a little bit of it, especially the first quarter. Then I had to kind of run around. You can tell they weren't playing around. Thank you, Lee. Appreciate that. Yeah. They were not fucking around. Like defense was tight, picking them up full court. Even when they were running up the score, just demonstrating the difference, obviously, in the talent and nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. Like big difference between what happened. And I know in the exhibition game they had a bit of a slow shooting night, and Embiid didn't play. So they played Tyrese. I don't think so, not at all.
Oh, I know they
had him resting.
They started Tatum. He only had 4 points.
Tatum did not do pretty well, but the problem is they were already. It's now the fact that he didn't play. I don't know if it's in his head everyone else is playing with such high energy that
Yeah.
you'll make fun of Derek White, but the guy defense abilities, he's not trying to score, and then he can still shoot a three, but he ain't trying to score, so he's scrambling. The whole team was on this South Sudan team. They were overwhelmed. They kept trying to keep it together, but at the same time, it was a big difference. You can tell that the U.S. team took it personally.
Mhm.
And it was like, we're gonna blow these guys. Like, we're not playing anymore. So, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
If you do that every game, they'll win every game. No upset loss, gold medal, the whole thing. I mean, Tyrese came in the game, shot 2 threes, basically back to back. As soon as he came in, just here's a weird shot. You see,
it's not
hitchy.
It's unorthodox a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not Thompson and Curry and Ray Allen. It doesn't look
No,
good.
it's
different.
It goes in.
It's like different, but it goes in. Yeah. So
it goes in. So that's I think it was good. I mean, it's interesting. I saw this. I don't have the picture, but it was showing this black dude. And it was a meme saying, oh God, I can't stand this country, whatever. But it said when the Olympics is on, he was draped in an American flag, and I saw the comments, and it is interesting because some people have this idea of you can't stand this country, whatever. But when you watch the Olympics, everyone is rooting for the USA. If you're American, you're going to root for the USA, regardless of your feelings, of the politics. And I know Pedro has his new channel. We'll do some promo about it. 4 Real Reacts. Where
please don't do a promo. Please don't do a promo.
We're up too late. He is trying to trigger as much people as possible, especially the Trump fans and the JD Vance fans.
Yeah, JD Vance.
Did JD Vance do something to you personally? Like, what's going on?
No, I don't think we have any fans. I just don't. I think it's probably personal. I have an issue with certain men that talk crazy and like and use these platforms, and like I just think they're all characters. So I think it's funny, and I don't think the other side's any better. I think Kamala's kind of a goofball and like super nice, and like she's Indian one year and now she's a black woman. It's just weird. The whole political climate to me, it offends me. It's very strange.
Yeah.
They're characters, and I don't ever remember it being like this. I think it's gotten worse over the years. So for me, it's just like laughable, and I like to poke fun at it. And these guys are playing characters, and they get what they get, But it's just strange, man.
Do you think one is worse than the other? Like, if you looked at,
you mean between Kamala and Donald?
Yeah. Like, what you think one is worse, or you think they both are like the worst? Like, they're both
honestly,
terrible.
Bro, I don't know enough about Kamala Harris, if I'm being honest. I don't know as much about her as I do Donald Trump, because Donald Trump's been kind of shoved down our throat the last 8 years, right?
Yeah.
He puts himself out there more, and he's just more like opinionated and very, he just, doesn't care about what he says, I think sometimes. So yeah. I don't know. I think they both have a lot of issues, man. I'm just not happy with either of the choices that we have, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. But I think Kamala's coming. Kamala, is it Kamala? Yeah. It's Kamala. I think
it's probably Kamala. She got over 200 million in a day. It's impressive, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. She had a rally in Atlanta where she had Megan Thee Stallion and Quavo. I'm trying to see if I see the performance from Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know if she talked. I don't know if she performed or she was just there. See if she's shaking it. I mean, that's what's all that matters. But
didn't she date Amonte Williams?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I saw that video on YouTube actually recently.
I mean, she's an attractive. I mean, listen, if she's the president of the United States, that's kind of like, when you look at her, she's an attractive woman. I mean, I don't know how old she is, but she's not
ugly. She's not ugly.
I'm saying
she was. I would say when she was younger. Yeah, she was.
That's my point. That's my point. That's
But I'm just wondering, because I know a lot of your viewers, like, I don't know if you noticed this, but maybe I have. Maybe you can tell me if I'm wrong. We come from the gig community, not me anymore. I've been kicked out, right?
Yeah.
But most of the people in the gig community are conservative. Would you say that, or
I would say probably my viewing audience, 75% conservative, 25% the other way. Yeah, I think that's probably.
You ever thought about why that Why is that? Why does that happen, or
I
why is
don't know.
that what it is?
I haven't thought about it a lot. What do you think? And I'm just throwing out that 75% just kind of based on what I've seen.
But yeah,
But
based on yeah,
I think it's I could be a little either way. But why do you think? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I haven't pinpointed it.
yeah.
Um,
Um,
but I think you're right. Yeah.
oh, what's up, Bobby? I haven't seen you in a minute. Appreciate you. So Kamala is a puppet. Donald's a lone wolf. Neither should be president. The problem is one of them is going to
Bobby, I
be.
agree with that. I agree with that. I think our choices are really bad. I agree with that statement. But yeah, why do
um,
you think? Why do you think the gig community audience that chooses to watch YouTube and be a part of that community? Why do you think they lean more on the right side of being conservative?
um, I think Cheeky Chops has a opinions, and you guys let me know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Why do you think that a lot of the independent workers, gig workers, especially ones on YouTube, probably on other things, other platforms, are more conservative than not?
Mm.
Cheeky Shop says because most gig workers are working class and conservatives speak to working blue collar America, which is interesting because back in our day, which is still in our day, but in the 90s, it was the kind of the reverse, right? Like it,
Yeah.
but things have changed,
Yeah.
right? Remember, it was the, and I think still to a certain point, labor unions, and we're talking about independent contractor versus employee. I think the labor unions are they? I think they still with the Democrats for the most part because you're
Mm.
still talking about going, in terms of that. So, but yeah, I think this is what it is. I think when you are independent contractor, business owner, whatever you want to call it, I know it's back and forth, but at this point you are independent. You don't want too many regulations on things.
Mm-hmm.
And conservatives, real conservatives, care about not having so much regulation in terms of in the financial sector.
Less
Uh,
government, less
less
regulation.
government, less regulation. If you're a business owner, the less regulations you have, the more money you could potentially earn.
Correct.
And when there's so many laws, it just becomes where it feels like, and a lot of people like to throw this out as hyperbolic. Oh, you're trying to do socialism. You're trying to get the big government to decide who's the winners and losers instead of the free market. So like the free market is important. I think that's what it is. And what Biden was trying to do with that bill, I forgot the name of it. Where's Steve? Well, that bill where trying to make all independent contractors, at least many of them employees, and try to give them benefits, and knowing that these companies don't have the resources to do so. I think that's where it is. I don't know.
I think that makes sense to me. It's funny though because I think when you're blue collar and you're working, there's still a lot of blue collar Democrats that are hardworking people that are So I think I don't know if I necessarily agree with that all the way, but definitely in the community that we are still a part of, we're both independent contractors still currently. We both run gig apps and we do things. And being a content creator, there's some independent contractor in that 1099 status. So I think there seems to be in our audiences a lot of Republicans, but for me, like, I was a Democrat. I voted Democrat when I was younger.
Yeah.
I remember, really liking Obama, buying some shirts from a guy in the street corner that had Obama. And I was like,
oh, that's adorable.
I remember that. I remember like being more Democrat and feeling like I leaned that way. And as I become a little bit older, I've become a little more knowledgeable. Not a lot, I'm not big into the politics, but I just base things off what I see and my gut instinct and how it feels and what people are saying. And I've just become a little more independent. I'm not a Republican at all. I don't call myself a Republican or a Democrat. I just call myself like, I look at somebody and I say, something doesn't seem right with me. They don't seem genuine, or they seem like they're disowning a large percentage of Americans. And they're saying, well, this is how it should be. And it's not like that for everybody. So I think I hate to ride a fence, but I'm just a little more in the middle with things. There's things that I'm very conservative about. And there's things that I'm very socially very liberal on. So, but I just think both these candidates that we have are just trash. I just think that's just how I feel. And I think a lot of Americans feel that way, but there isn't really a greater option that has a lot of money behind them that could actually win. So that's part of the two-party system that we have. Is just kind of broken in some ways, but there's so much money behind either one side from these corporations, right? That there isn't anybody that stepped up that has made the corporation say, you know what? let's put our money behind that guy. It just hasn't happened yet. It didn't happen with Bernie. It's not happening with RFK. It didn't happen with people in the 80s that were running that were third party. It didn't happen with Russ Perot. Like, it's just never happened. It's tough to shake something that's been going on for so long. And we become so accustomed to just Republican, Democrat. And what the people do is they put us against each other. And then we become more blind to what's really going on because we're just fighting people. You know, if I make a video on JD Vance, all the conservatives are going to be like, oh, you're such a liberal, you're a hippie, you know, this country's going to crap, you know, but they're not going to listen to what I got to say. They're just mad and they're triggered. And the same can be said for the other side. So I don't know. Yeah. I think for me, it's just when I see somebody, it's like, this guy's was talking shit on Donald Trump 6 years ago. And now he's like, oh, I'm going to be his vice president. It doesn't make a lot of sense logically, you know?
Yeah. I'm going to answer a few questions. The chat is kind of rolling today. So like Giggity says, how can anyone objectively look back on the last 3 years and say, yeah, I want more of that? I would have to agree with him on that.
I agree with that.
It was bad. It was bad. Obviously, we knew Biden was not there from the beginning. The man didn't want to debate. Even 4 years ago, it's like the joke is they had him in the basement. The man is not there. And then the policies. I mean, we can recall all of the issues. How they got out of Afghanistan. Obviously what's going on with inflation. And as soon as the man becomes president, the immigration thing flies out of control. Yeah. So like that's a lot of the issues that I think a lot of people were upset with. Regardless of you know, people worshiping Trump. That's weird. Anyone worshiping people is weird enough. I think we see another one. Hector asks what I think about Kamala. It's interesting. I made a video about Kamala about a week ago, and I lost subscribers on that video. I never had a video that I lost.
You know what? I missed that one. I'm gonna have to watch it after this live. Yeah. I missed that one.
I legit lost subscribers. All I mentioned was shit that people reported 4 years ago when she tried to become president.
And she got no love then.
She didn't even win her. I don't think she won her own state.
0%.
Like 2%, something super low. I mentioned, this is true, that she tried to keep a man that he was convicted, but then they retried it. He basically was vindicated, and she tried to keep the man in jail.
Yeah.
I've said, this is all real, that her legal team wanted to keep prisoners in jail for labor. Like, this is all shit that I've just basically, I'm just regurgitating what I've seen,
right,
and what she talked about. And people are like, well, you like Donald Trump. Not one time, I think I may have said Trump's name in the video. Maybe I've said it once. Obviously, she's running for president, right?
You know what's interesting? It sounds like my channel, the other channel, has a lot of conservatives, and your channel, which you've regenerated, has
more Democrat. Yeah, but I think my core group. So when I looked at that video, and I was really annoyed with it, I'm like, wait a minute. This is what she is. Like, this is her history.
It's fact.
She has to answer this.
You were reporting on what she's done. It's fact.
And you know, the hive mentality. You're like, well, so you want Trump? Whoa. Do you care about that black man that stayed in jail? You know, unnecessarily. Yeah. Didn't have the necessary evidence to keep him in jail. Do you care about that guy?
Yeah.
Or the people that she may have kept in jail for labor? So this is what I think about Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
She don't have any real principles or ideas. She goes with whatever is working. So in California, she probably thought, I want to be really tough on crime to a crazy extent, just to demonstrate something. She really doesn't have. Remember, I'm old enough to remember that she called Biden racist. Well, she definitely alluded to it. It was during the debate. She basically called him racist.
I remember.
And she became a vice president nominee.
Yeah.
Well, we know why she became one. So it is a clown show. I totally 100% agree. It's a clown show. Kamala will say whatever you want her to say. She probably looks at the numbers. Okay, what to say? You're in for this, you're in for that. Like, she's a true empty-headed politician. Where Trump has at least some level of, like, he's following hardcore conservative principles.
Yeah.
Kamala doesn't have any principles. That's my opinion.
She's too nice, and that's been my critique of her. You know, I say things about Trump or people, and they're like, "Oh, well, you want a Democrat?" I didn't say I was voting for Kamala Harris. Okay, you know, I didn't say I like Joe Biden, But yeah, to give some love to Trump, he's got balls. I respect the guy that just says what he wants, even if he doesn't believe it. He's willing to stand for something. I can respect that on a lot of levels. And the thing that Kamala doesn't do enough of, and she's kind of just like wants to be liked by everybody, says the popular PC thing. I don't like that, you know. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
I want them to debate. I love that debate to happen.
Yeah, I will watch that debate just to see how they respond and talk to one another. I mean, remember Hillary and Trump? Those were some really good debates. Like those had a lot of like gotcha moments, but there were two people that believed in whatever rhetoric they were trying to push or policies. They believed them. Hillary believed them. She wasn't she's not Kamala. She had things she would stand up for, and she speak real strong. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do it. She's an educated, smart woman. She's been around. She's done a lot, whether you agree or disagree with it. So it's going to be interesting. I don't think she's going to fold. And I think if Donald comes at her too hard in a disrespectful way, that will work for his base, but that's not going to get him any new votes. And I think what both candidate needs to do, they need to get the people that are undecided, like most presidential elections. Yeah. And I think that debate will kind of say a lot. I think things could swing a couple of percentage points either way based on how that goes. So I do think Joe Biden, I'll say this, to give him credit, him stepping down, whether it was his choice or somebody was in his ear, is good for this country, because we could not have him win again and be president for 4 more years, right?
I think he got pushed out. I think the powers that be,
I think you're right,
pushed him out. He wanted to stubbornly continue to embarrass himself, and they said, no, you're out. And I forgot, the gig with the board. So Biden set her up by saying, hey, Kamala Harris is going to handle the border. How? It was a weird thing. It seemed like it was kind of like a throwing her under the bus, knowing that you weren't going to push any of the policies that Trump did to keep the immigrants out. And you're like, well, she's going to handle it. So I don't know what that was about. So Trump is going to have to hit her with that, obviously. Yeah. But I know you'll challenge you about Kamala's education. I mean, she has she's a lawyer, and she was a district attorney, and she was a state attorney, she was a senator. Watch a lot of her speeches. There's times where I'm not going to say necessarily airheadish, but watch some of her speeches, and sometimes you'll think like, what are you talking about?
You see,
a lot of word salad, like a lot of just buzzwords, platitudes, all mingled together with, and she didn't really say anything.
She uses like fillers and almost like a little ditzy sometimes, and like I think that's a really good point. That's a really good point.
There was one thing she said that I do agree with, and I saw it when she ran for president a couple of years ago. She was like, kids around 18, they're all stupid. And I was like, yeah, I agree with that. 18-year-olds are stupid. People didn't like that, but I'm like, no, that's pretty. I agree. 18-year-olds are dumb. And I forgot what the context was, but I was 18. I was stupid.
Yeah,
it's okay to say that, right? But like you can't say that. No, they're dumb.
I'm struggling because, and I've been talking to my dad about this a little bit. He's,
hold on a second. I'm sorry.
What's that say?
Imagine what her mouth could do without the burden. So she used that term that she loved. Problem is with when politicians or people who speak often, you tend to repeat yourself in some of the one-liners. Hopefully, she stops using burden, because it's become like she's a bit of a meme at this point. Yeah. The laugh.
Yeah.
It seems.
But you know what though? Isn't that with every political candidate? Think about who's been in the last 20 years. Okay, these guys and gals talk so much in press meetings and conferences and speaking and engagements, and they're under the microscope. So you can look at Trump and Obama. You can look at Bill Clinton, George Bush, George W. Like that guy said some crazy things. Sarah Palin, Hillary Clinton, Kamala, they've all been under this. This isn't anything new, right? No. I think right now the temperature is so hot because Americans are struggling. We're coming off that pandemic, which really shifted this country in a lot of ways. The richer got richer, the poorer got poorer. That's what happened during the pandemic. And some of us in that middle class might have been a little marginally better, but we're paying for that now because everything's so crazy with inflation, the prices, not the confidence in the dollar is not great. We don't even know what's going to happen. Recession, not recession. I mean, we got all these things happening, but the rich have gotten richer. That's not, you can't deny that. And the rich got richer.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
People were struggling.
I mean, when everything was closed down except Walmarts and Targets.
Yeah.
The first time I ever been in a Walmart was during the pandemic. Why? Because everything was closed. And I walked in here and I was like, it's not that bad. I know you hate Walmart, but
I don't like Walmart. Yeah.
I could buy, some plates. I could buy a TV for $3 and these rotisserie chickens, these small rotisserie chickens. I was eating them every week. I was like, I get 3 more of these things. $5? Like, how Walmart's making any money?
Have you ever have you had a Costco rotisserie?
No, is that better?
Yeah, a little bit. Pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I avoid going to Costco. I like telling my chick to go there or BJ's. Like one of the big, like go because it seems like it's you be there all day type of thing. But I'm a fan of all rotisserie chickens. The small little ones, you can eat them by yourself. You're not supposed to. You can eat them.
Those chickens, bro, it's like the pizza I just ate. That's a one-man meal with some rice or something. You're good to go. That's all you need. Yeah.
Wait. Hector said from I have to check out. It's been a while. I don't know how far I am from both of those.
Upright or Hector be talking about rotisserie chickens a lot. He likes them. I know that much. So if he's recommending from a spot, it's probably legit. Yeah,
it's delicious. Chicken Chop says the Costco rotisserie is a loss leader.
Yes, but it's good.
Smart businesses. Smart business have to do some stuff to keep bringing people in.
Absolutely.
You gotta bring the chicken. I know we would shift on chicken, but I guess we'll see what's going on with this. I know that Pedro's gonna have a lot of content on it, and the channel. Listen, your channel is picking up for a channel that was dormant, and your views are outpassing your subs, which is always a positive thing. It's showing that you're doing something correct. Your comments they're beating you up in there.
Fine, I get beat.
It's like
I want that. I want that. It's good.
I know you're a heel. You're healing it up.
Yes,
you are the heel. I know you don't watch any wrestling, but
don't tell anybody. You're not giving away my secrets, Animal.
So we'll see. I know you're not a big Trump guy, and I'll tell you guys this right now. Hold on. I think, and you guys are going to be mad in here. At one point, we all thought, okay, if Biden stays in, Trump got it. Because Biden is not functioning. Don't get upset, guys, in November if Kamala wins this shit.
Give it to us.
I think Kamala may win. It's possible. To say, well, Kamala doesn't have a lot of anything going on. She doesn't have any principles. She's a bit of a, those are the word salad. The Democrat machine is going full force. The celebrities are out there.
They are.
Now all of a sudden she's black.
Yeah.
All right. For women, she's Indian, black.
I hate that people are voting for somebody because she's a woman or she's black. That you should never vote for that reason. I really feel really strongly. I don't like that. I don't like that. It's weird.
But isn't that what makes us human?
It is. But that's also that's also what has put us in certain positions we're in right now.
Well, of course.
Yeah, but you're right. No, you're right. 100%.
We relate to people who look like us.
Yeah.
And also, if there's some kind of moral component of, if especially if you have some kind of like white guilt, and you're like, I'm gonna vote for Kamala. Like, why?
That's a big.
She's the first, and then you feel good about yourself, and you vote. It can go a lot of different ways. I think that tribal mentality, and it's very, very powerful. Sometimes it affects us without even knowing it. Trump, people just you love him or hate him.
And now listen, I don't hate Donald Trump. I just don't like him. For him to be my president, I'm just not very proud to say he's a president of the United States. I think he's for the billionaires. I think he panders to weak individuals. I think he gets a lot more. I think the hypocrisy of the people that love him and some of the same people, and it's not a lot probably, but those are the ones that tend to stand out. So I'm being a little ignorant here, but They're like the Bible thumpers and or this or that. This dude's got 3 baby mamas. He's a convicted felon. If anybody else that didn't look like him had his record, they would not vote for him. But he brings out the worst in some of these weak people, man. And I don't like it. And I can understand if you're a businessman, you own businesses, you got a lot of money. Yeah, you're probably going to want to vote for Trump. I can't hate on people for that because they're making a decision for their business or their family. I will never like dog somebody but there's a lot of stupid, ignorant people out here voting for Trump for the wrong reasons. Those are the people that I make videos about. So, and everybody won't understand that, and that's okay. But that's kind of my stance on him. So,
yeah, I think I hope that people are not voting for Trump for necessarily for a moral reason. I mean, he's saying all the right things. That's the thing too, Pedro. He's saying the right things to gravitate his audience.
Yep.
So, no, of course. And also they like the fact that he's not a clean cut person, that he is brash, that he's telling you, listen, I manipulated the system. I know what these corporations are doing. Yep. And I'm going to try to fix it. Or I know how they try to get out of the tax situation. Remember the whole thing about him not paying taxes, what he's doing? He said, if I have the ability to not pay, I won't. Who else? If I had the ability not to pay taxes, I won't. If I had to find loopholes and figure it out, like,
we do the same thing. We want to at least.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, 100%. So I like Bobby's comment. He says money is on Trump, but Kamala may get back to young voters. I try to look for the betting odds.
Yeah. Is there in the election?
I just went to a random Vegas Insider. Let me see if I can. Maybe I can show it on the screen here. Where am I? I mean, I don't know.
Hold on. Can you really bet on the election?
I don't know if you can bet. Well, maybe. Who knows?
Is that a thing? Look, we gotta look that up.
Would you bet?
No, fuck no. Because I don't. I think right now it's so. I don't know. I wouldn't be. I mean, a lot of people thought Trump was leading in the polls 4 years ago, and Biden won. So I'm not messing with. I'm not putting my money on politics. There's no way.
No. Oh, come on.
I'm good. Maybe $5.
I can't move this over. Where am I doing? Where I'm at? You know what? Can I move it? Oh, okay. So let me see if I can show it real quick. So yeah, so Trump is 2-1 favorite. Is that how? Is it 1/2? Is that 2-1 favorite?
Hold on.
How? Yeah, look at. I hate fractions. Anyone guys have like?
Hold up, 11 for Michelle.
I hate math. I'm sorry, guys. I hate math.
Oh, I mean, basically.
Yeah, like what the hell does this mean?
11, 4, 16.
People see. Maybe we should go conservative. They care about education.
Trump is the favorite right now. Yes.
Right.
That's how that reads. So basically, 50%, 11-4. He's favored by maybe it looks like 15% more than Kamala. Something. If you divide.
So basically, so if let's say for instance we bet $2 that Trump will win, you'll win just $1.
Correct. Yes, sir.
So if you bet $4 on Kamala, you would get $11 if she wins. Interesting.
I think you're right. I think that's how you read it. Yeah. So that there's a margin there for sure. But I think depending on what you're using and what you're looking at, I think that number is going to change. And some would even say it's a little closer than that. These polls are weird. I think they can be.
Oh yeah, say that Trump is. I would say that's a good betting odds. I think Trump is a favorite. I do believe that.
Yeah. He took that bullet,
but not a lot.
He took that bullet like a G. I mean, come on. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, and it's funny how we almost saw, at least it would have been on live TV, a man getting his head blown off.
Crazy, man.
That close. And then I guess someone got, fired or got pushed out. It was the director of the Secret Service. But that was some mad. That was crazy. Absolutely insane.
Happy that he did. I mean, for this country, that would have happened.
No, it would have been bad. It would have been really bad if he died. Yeah.
He got lucky. Yeah. He got lucky. Yep. I mean, we're talking fractions of seconds.
Right.
It's rather remarkable. It almost seems like it's not real. It is real, but it just seems so hard to fathom because things like that have only happened a couple of times in this country. So it's just wild, man. It's wild.
Yeah. I think we've seen this before, and I know Chicky Chop says if he would have died, it would have been Civil War. I don't think that's being hyperbolic.
I don't think
Especially how bad Secret Service detail was that day. It
they
was
blew.
bad. It didn't make any sense. It was like, okay, so you're trying to intentionally get, because that's where everyone's minds. I think since the pandemic, our minds became more about conspiracies because it it looks like some of the shit was conspiracy. I mean, especially what happened with the jab and all the things that went on with that, where they knew it was from there and they tried to lie to us. I mean, they didn't try, they lied to our faces
Yeah.
about it.
Yep.
The vaccine situation about, was this harmful? Some word they kept pushing it. So now we don't trust anything or anybody. So when people come with these different type of theories,
Good point.
people listen. Some believe it straight on. So even with the Trump, some of the people who go a little bit too over the top of some of the conspiracy theories, but you've been lied to for 4 years. So
Yeah.
it's like, I don't care. I'm gonna believe this random person on YouTube with their
I
thoughts
mean,
on.
listen, our confidence is low. So when you're so used to hearing something and if something doesn't seem right, it's easy to gravitate towards somebody that has something that is a different opinion and they say some things and it seems a little right. It's a conspiracy. It's this. It's that. It's easy because a lot of people are just pissed off about being lied to, and this country and the government and other people have done this many other times before. We've injected medicines into men and women to test them as lab rats, and this is just 60 years ago. Yep. So people are still alive when that was being happened. That was happening to them or their dad or their grandpa. Like, so we got to understand. Like, this isn't anything new. But it's if anything now, it just seems like maybe it's social media, it's whatever, or it's the fact that everybody can have a channel and give an opinion. So then you have all this information. We never had it like that before. So people are just easily more persuaded, but then also we have more information at a quicker clip. But when you have more, you're also going to have more wrong information. And it's hard.
Yeah, it's a give and take.
It's hard to decipher because sometimes if somebody can convey a message really well and it's fake, you can still.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So. Yeah, but I think for me, in my opinion, it's been a benefit, and I know it's at least in the terms of
what's a benefit?
The ability to have a platform, to have so many people have, that you could get you have a YouTube channel or even on Instagram, whatever the medium is, that there's a lot of independent journalists out there. There's a lot of the people who used to had the big contracts like Megyn Kelly and now they have their own platform. They can tell you at least what they really are thinking, or at least to a point where this is their own shit. So they don't have to be stifled by anybody. They can express themselves and they actually know what's on the other side with media. They know when you're being eliminated. Tucker Carlson, now he does his own thing. They can tell you, this is what they're doing. This is how they do it because they worked in that industry for so long. So like those things are important, but I think the manipulation, some of the bots, some of the nonsense use, that is a problem. And the way the recommendation for the algorithm, where they know to show you this clip, they know it's going to piss you off. They don't even care about you being informed. They want you to be mad and continue to scroll.
And Google, the platform that we're on, right? They back the Democrats. So a lot of
they're liberal.
Right feel like, well, the media is against us and they're backing this and they're pushing this channel and the propaganda.
Shadow banning, shadow banning. It's interesting when you try to look up YouTube and you talk about shadow banning, and a lot of the YouTube experts they talk about growth. They're like, don't know, it's about making the best videos possible. I'm like, okay, I remember when X was Twitter and Elon brought it, he pushed so much information out that they were shadow banning conservative commentators on their platform. It was planned. So you telling me if they did it for X, they wouldn't do it for Google? I mean, Elon can't afford Google, or YouTube. So I guess can he? How much is YouTube worth?
No way, I don't think so. Can he? I think
what's the net worth of YouTube?
X, but
and I don't think X is making money.
No, that's not what I heard, at least. But I don't know. I'm not really. I'm sure you could figure it out. But when you get to that kind of level with money, you don't even. It's not like you need the cash liquid. You just you're just saying, I got this, I got that, and somebody helps you out. You know what I mean? He did that with X a little bit. You know, it's like I have the money, but I don't have the money. It's just kind of these guys are playing a different game. But November is going to be interesting, man. You know, at the end of the day, I don't think, regardless of what president we get, I don't think it's going to affect me immediately right away, either way. But long term, if I'm thinking about my kids and things like that, there definitely could be some implications. But it's going to be interesting. Yeah.
I can't find it.
Did we lose Hannibal? Is he frozen? Is he frozen in time? Can you guys hear me? Give us a second. What up, Stable, Gigwise, Cheeky, Giggity, Joe? Appreciate you.
Definitely doesn't have that now because he bought X or Twitter or whatever. But definitely, yeah. I think
Hannibal, I think you were froze for like 15 seconds there, but you're back now.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not. I have Wi-Fi on this. I need a hard line, but I'm in a different room. I gotta figure it out. But I'm back. Before I want to do one more quick little story. Does anything have anything in sports related? I didn't watch a whole lot of the Olympics yesterday, and I saw the game. I know Simone Biles just dominated, did her thing. Another gold, another gold medal.
Shout out to Simone Biles. I mean, amazing. I mean, the women got back to the USA gold. The only thing that I kind of heard about, I saw an interesting story. They have one of the Olympic events is like shooting, like a gun, like you're shooting at.
Oh yeah. So
there's some Turkish guy that got a silver medal, and he didn't use any of the extra stuff. So some of these guys, like from other countries, have like these glasses and this special equipment. The dude just showed up with his Glock and just shot and won a silver. kind of cool, But I haven't kept up with a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find that picture of that guy. Apparently, Turkey is known for making really good weapons. I didn't know that until I saw that picture of this dude who looked like he got out of bed and just pointed a gun. And they have, I guess, the gear. They have special glasses for the glare. They have the earmuffs, the muffler. Like they have all these little I guess equipment. I guess it's legal. They allow him to do it.
Yeah, no.
And this one dude was like just with glasses, and that may have been his reading glasses. Who knows?
Dude rolled out of bed with his reading glasses and his gun and got a silver medal. I think it's awesome, man.
That's some cool, like old school. You think like fucking westerns type shit, right? Because that's all like the legends of the westerns where these guys had their 6-shooters and had like amazing aiming abilities. That's kind of cool, man. I thought that was pretty cool. There was one story I don't remember. I gotta look. I'm trying to figure out the woman. She got kicked out of the Olympics. I don't think she's a swimmer. Let me see. I'm gonna try to look it up first. Kicked out. She got kicked out for violating the rules. Let me see if I can find. Let's see. Yeah, she sent one swimmer home. I want to see the picture of her to see if you can see, but they ain't showing it. So basically, this swimmer was sent home. Huh?
What country is she from?
Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah, she was sent home because she left the village with her boyfriend. Apparently, he was on the team as well. After a warning, and they still did it.
So they're not supposed to leave. It's like the bubble. Like you gotta like stay in like.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you're not allowed to like do a whole bunch of stuff. It's probably safety reasons also. Like you don't know what you're doing over there. Let me see if I can find a picture of her, but she's no longer there.
How do you? Okay, so you obviously know that because you go to meetings and your country and your team and your coaches are telling you can't. How do you go to the Olympics? You work 4 years, 8 years, however, maybe your whole life to get to that point, and then you can't even compete because you can't follow the rules. That's weird.
I don't know, but it's just because she's Brazilian. Brazilians, they don't care about that shit. They want to do what they want to do. That's what I heard.
Is that? Do you know? Do you know a lot of Brazilian people? I guess
no, not at all. But I watch a lot of MMA, and they're pretty good at that. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that type of thing.
They are. They're good at soccer too. Yeah.
Right. So this is what she looks like. So now, interesting enough, the dude didn't get sent home. She did. Why?
Something
She was
else.
disrespectful. She was giving them the business when they told her what she was doing wrong. She was being like extra aggressive. They said she did a disrespectful and aggressive manner. So only one person got kicked out, and it was her, which is kind of weird.
Interesting.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, we'll see if there's any more crazy stuff. I still no breakdance, and I guess even if we do have breakdancing, we can't show on the channel. They're gonna, they're gonna block it. So I guess we're gonna have to watch it on our own, and then maybe point out some guys that we want to see or we like or we enjoy, and see if actually America actually wins the gold.
Listen, do
Breakdancing.
me a favor. Put that picture back up of her again, real quick. Just put it up for me. Just humor me for a second. And while y'all are waiting for him to do that, hit the thumbs up button in the chat. Appreciate y'all.
Okay, no, I got it. Wait, which one?
Of the lady, the Brazilian.
Oh, there's another picture of her. I don't know if you want to see that one.
Doesn't matter the picture. Just any picture's good.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, listen. I just want to say this on the channel. I've said it probably a few times, but I love me like an athletic woman. I just do. Just about an athletic woman that's got a smile. I mean, listen. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
You're a fan. You're a fan. But she threw away her Olympic, and she's Olympian. But to throw it away when you're told don't go outside with your boyfriend, and they still did it.
Stupid, dumb. Yeah,
not bright.
Not bright.
I mean,
not bright.
Yeah, you can tell she's a rebel. That's the problem. Probably get yourself in trouble.
She's a good time, but that's about it. And obviously she's a good time. Her and her boyfriend couldn't, they had to get out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're in Paris. You're in one of the most beautiful places ever, right? So you want to go out. So it is kind of weird that they put whatever kind of regulations, and I'm not sure what they are, but
you can't. I guess you cannot leave the village. So don't.
Crazy. That's crazy though. That's weird.
Yeah. Don't do it. All right. Before we leave, there's one more thing. I saw this on social media a couple of days ago. They actually were talking about it on the radio. This woman said this, and I want you to actually no. Should we talk about that or the hot dog? Let's end on the hot dog. Let's talk about Glizzy. Let's talk about Glizzy.
We love our Glizzies.
Pedro does. Anywho, all right. So I want you to check out this message here, and I want you to give your first, opinion on what you think if it's accurate or not. So I'm gonna show you right now. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So Joey Chestnut. Yeah. So Joey Chestnut is probably the greatest. He's probably the greatest, fastest eater ever, right? Like
he's the GOAT. But when it comes to hot dogs, but even 100%.
Guzzling Glizzies, he's the best. So he says he's convinced he can beat Usain Bolt in this challenge. You eat a hot dog and you have to run the 100 meters. So this is how the contest would be. They got to eat the hot dog, then run.
Hot dog?
Just one. He beat one hot dog.
So to eat a hot dog and then run, they're not eating and running at the same time?
No. You got to eat the hot dog, finish it, and then run. He is saying that he's athletic enough, while Usain Bolt is probably still eating, because I don't know how fast. I'm sure Joey Chestnut could probably eat it in a second.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a handicap. Do you think that's possible? Do you think
Usain Bolt laps that dude? Okay, that's ridiculous for him to say that. I mean, I get it, but Usain Bolt is that much quicker. So yeah, it might take him an extra. Even if it took him an extra 5 seconds, Usain Bolt's still beating him.
Well, hold on. Okay. So I looked at some of this stats here.
Most dudes can eat one hot dog pretty quick. It's one. There's no eating competition with one hot dog.
How fast you eat a hot dog?
I can eat 3 bites of hot dog. I don't know, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Yeah, I can eat a hot dog in 4 seconds. Yeah.
You can eat a hot dog in 4 seconds?
If I need it.
You are not your timing is off. You can eat a hot dog in 5 seconds right now. Go get one.
I'm not getting busy, but if I'm in a competition and if I needed to, you can couple of bites, and then Usain Bolt. I mean, I guess
you have to eat it and swallow it.
Pedro. Swallow it?
Yes. You telling me you're gonna eat and swallow a hot dog in 4 seconds? I'd love to see it right now.
Well, listen, bro. Listen, I don't have any hot dogs in the fridge.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna do that. But I don't know. It's interesting. But
So
Joey
this is so
Chestnut,
I'm looking at the times. All right, so
he runs.
it takes Joey Chestnut 5 seconds.
Okay, so it takes
So
him
he's the best, and he can do it in 5 seconds. And that's including a hot dog in the bun in your mouth. You swallow it, and you're done. You don't have any. You can't run with some hot dog. You have to finish the hot dog.
He's way
and
off.
then Usain Bolt can run the 100 meters in basically 10 seconds.
Okay.
So the average person, this is what I just like average time. A reasonably fit adult can do 100 meters in about 13 to 15 seconds.
Okay.
So Joey Chestnut is trying to say that he's athletic enough that he can do. Ew, giggity.
I'll tell you this right now. Joey Chestnut's not running a 15-second 100-meter dash. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
I've seen he's not. Come on. He's not. But Usain Bolt's going to be at 10 seconds. Let's just say that right now, right? He's not as fast as he was, but let's just say it's 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So if it takes Joey Chestnut 5 seconds and then he starts, how long is it going to take Usain Bolt? Let's say it takes him twice as long. Then he's 5 seconds behind. Do we think Usain Bolt, if he's 5 seconds behind, and I'm saying Joey Chestnut's going to run it in 15, then it's going to be a pretty close race, right?
Yeah.
If my math is right, it's going to be pretty close. But I mean,
Hector says, Bolt is too quick.
Fast.
I guess also he would have to, if Bolt cares enough for the challenge, that all right, you just gotta eat one hot dog really fast. Even if it takes 6 seconds.
You train for that. Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But you could train for eating a hot dog, one hot dog, not a competition, one. He could train for that easier than Chestnut would be training to run 100 yards. Or 100
he's not touching 10 seconds, obviously.
That's what I'm saying. So Usain Bolt has the advantage, I would think. I mean, come on, man. Joey Chestnut, come on, man. Come on.
I've seen him eat hot dogs really quick.
Oh, I mean,
is it possible for him to eat it in 3 seconds? That's a big head start. Like he does that, just hustles. Like his life depends. Like someone's shooting him about to shoot him with a gun.
It's a good point. It's a good point. It's a good point. I mean, because Usain Bolt could beat Joey Chestnut running backwards. No, legit. If Usain Bolt was running backwards and Joey Chestnut was running like a regular dude, Usain Bolt would beat him. Like I have all
right. So definitely 3 hot dogs Joey Chestnut should win.
Right? For sure.
So it's the one that's making it interesting because
it's a good
3. He's done really fast, and he's saying he's probably still eating the second one because I'm not a fast eater. I don't do that. I like enjoying my food. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah, but but if you did tell all of us, and we have tons of people here right now, 11, that you can eat a hot dog in 4 seconds.
I lied. I was wrong.
Because I'll be honest, I would actually see if you can do that.
I'll say this: I could take 3 bites and start chewing in that amount of time, but I would not be able to swallow it. Yeah, no way.
Yeah, you don't think he's not? Is he chewing? I don't know. Like I don't watch a lot of those kind of. It's disgusting because then they're drinking the water and they're mixing it. It's like it grosses me out. No, I can't eat a hot dog in 4 seconds.
You ever see the ones? There's a couple of girls on YouTube that do the eating challenges, and there's one in particular. Like I see her on YouTube. She does shorts. She's just eating like random fast food. She'll eat like a Big Mac in like 3 bites. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. I don't know how they do it. And there's another
small woman.
Yeah, she's not big. And there's another chick. She does these. She's got a big channel on YouTube. She eats burgers and wings. And the last video I saw, she had like 50 burgers from like someplace, not like a fast food joint, but like a local 50 burger challenge. She had to eat them in like 30 minutes, and she ate that shit in 30 minutes. 50 cheeseburgers. Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
You for those kind of, and I don't think she's doing it. She's doing it. Was it a speed challenge or just can you do this? Can you eat this food? That kind of challenge. I don't know. You got to train for that.
I don't know.
So Hector says, all right. So Hector, I don't know if you wanna come on to the channel,
listen, bro.
show us, yeah.
Pay to see that shit, bro. Listen,
And Page, or we're gonna, you know what? There's a contest.
do we do a challenge?
Pedro versus Hector.
I'm down. Let's
Y'all
do it.
have a hot dog,
I'm down.
and so Hector, be careful. Pedro said you can do it in 4 seconds, so you're going to have to go real fast. Now, if y'all choke and die, I'm just gonna log off, and I don't know I don't know anything about this. I don't know what happened. This is AI that represented me.
Bro,
But someone dies.
get
What,
the
10
funny.
viewers of a hot dog? Someone's choking it up. You know what? Maybe get your ladies to be next to you. Pedro, does your lady know how to do the Heimlich?
Fuck no.
Oh shit! So Pedro's gone. Hector, does you?
Hector, I believe he would do it. We should do it. But you low key just said the funniest thing you've ever said in this channel. You just said, you know what? I'm just logging off. Like that shit was hilarious. Bro. I'm sorry, but that was funny. Because people would legit log off and be like, oh hell no, and he would just hit.
Oh shit, man! We had a glizzy contest. Someone died.
Listen, you already know I'm putting mustard and relish on my thing, and I'm gonna eat that, and I'm gonna beat Hector because
you're not supposed to put anything on it. What are you guys doing? This is for speed. Y'all gonna slow it down. When they do Joey Chestnut's not putting.
Yeah, but okay, I'm not putting relish. I'm gonna put a little mustard on it. It's not gonna slow you down. A little condiment.
I don't know. Maybe.
Hot dog.
This is what I've seen a little bit of this Nathan. Yeah. First of all, he got kicked out of Nathan's because he took a sponsorship with somebody else.
Yeah.
They were dipping their hot dogs in water to make it soft so they could slurp it down faster.
Yeah, but they're not eating for taste. They're eating for comfort.
No, it's not taste. No, it's for speed. So I'm thinking, what problem is for you to dip it, you're slowing down your time because there's only one hot dog contest. So you're gonna just take this dry ass bun and that wet glizzy and just go in on it. So
dry ass bun. That's okay.
So
I'm starting to think though, optically, how is it gonna look for two men to be on YouTube in the glizzy competition? So,
yeah, I mean, who cares? And no titty.
I care a little bit.
All right, well, we'll have Pedro spend some time to think about it.
But
Hector's down. So
I got one question for you. You asked me one. I had one ready for you. I saw this somewhere today, TikTok, or a guy was asking another guy. You have two options, and the end result after you got to choose one. The end result is for the next year, you can speak any language fluently.
Okay.
But you have to do one of these two things in order to unlock that knowledge, right?
Right.
Every day before noon, it could be 11:59 or right at noon every day. Yeah. You either have to smoke one cigarette or take one shot of whiskey. Which would you want to do in order to achieve that goal? Which do you think you could do? One shot of whiskey or smoke one cigarette every day for 1 year, and then you unlock. You can speak any language fluently for 1 year.
I mean, I would do the whiskey.
Would you?
Yeah, I mean, cigarettes is it's not the most healthiest thing, but a shot of whiskey in the before the noon sounds amazing. Kind of chills you out, kind of relaxes you a little bit. I mean, that sounds great. Cigarettes are highly addictive. Like I guess I'll confess to you guys. I blame this on my friend. It was like a random night hanging out. I forgot. It could have been something important. I forgot what was the event. But anyway, he comes out the bodega with the stupid vape thing. And he's like, and I didn't have anything to smoke at this point. And he's like, you want some of this? I'm like, what the hell is this shit? And it's one of those nicotine vape things. And I'm all in. So I'm pumping in nicotine. I might as well smoke the cigarette at that point. But I think the vape is healthier, right? Probably not. It's probably all bad.
I think in some ways it is, but I think that vape's too new to really know all what's in there. I would imagine it. But I'm talking a Marlboro Red or a shot of whiskey.
I could do both, but I probably prefer the whiskey. Yeah. That's more of an enjoyable experience compared to the cigarette stuff. I feel like a lot of us, or the people who do smoke cigarettes, they're just trying to get by. Like it's they need it to maintain.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and obviously how addictive it is, and especially you live in areas where you're just tired, you're stressed out, you need something to kind of chill out. So in the mornings, everyone has their cigarette and their coffee. That's how they go out to start their day.
Like a
They know
routine.
it's going to be a terrible day, a long day. It's hot or it's cold, but they
Yeah.
got their cigarette and they got their coffee and they're about to do their thing. So, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
Whiskey.
whiskey.
At
Damn,
some,
Hector says vapes are hard to quit. Maybe I should chill out on that.
yeah. At some point, it'd both be that'd be hard to do every day, bro. Even a shot of whiskey, I could do that for a week and probably be okay and still function if it's just one shot. But like at some point, it's gonna hit you. Like it's gonna be like every day. Like that's a lot to do. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, it's fine. I mean, the ability to speak multiple languages. I mean,
That'd be nice.
I
You
would
could
just
make a lot of-
leave. I would just go like right, like what? Your whole world has been unlocked.
You can make a lot of money. I mean, let me ask you this: if somebody proposed that to you, you don't have to do it, but would you do it to unlock that ability to speak any language fluently for 1 year? Would you try?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm trying to learn Spanish right now, and I've done nothing. I just said I want to learn, but I downloaded Duolingo on my phone. I haven't turned the app on
Yeah.
because I'm in Bushwick. There's a lot of Spanish people here. Like it'd be beneficial just to be able to communicate beyond just English. And it's hard to learn another language because we're lazy and we got other things to do. But the ability to learn that, like I would go, like if I had that ability to, and I had all those languages, I'm going to Japan, Brazil, obviously. I may not leave Brazil.
Hannibal, tell us why.
For the MMA, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu,
Yeah.
fantastic athletes there.
Yeah, I'm going for the booty all day long, man.
I'll probably do Japan, then go to Brazil, then like never like you want to do anything else? Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna stay right here.
Japan's up there. You already know Australia. I'm going to Australia, man.
But they already speak English.
It don't matter. I'm going.
You impress them with your other languages. Like I speak French. You're like, oh, you speak French?
Yes, you go to Australia, you go to some bars, you speak in you bagging some honey. Easy. I love me my Australian honeys, man. Love them.
Yeah.
Love them.
But so you have all of the ability, all of the languages, and he goes to speaking English country.
No, listen, I'm going to Japan. I'm going to Brazil. I'm going to. Where's it really?
No France. You don't go to Paris?
No. I'll go to Europe. I'm going to Greece, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to Russia. I'm going to Russia.
It's kind of cold over there, man.
Oh, it's fine. I'll get warm.
It's fine.
Good.
Iceland and like those they have their own language. Like Iceland is that I'm being ignorant right now, but over there is pretty nice, beautiful, expensive.
Yeah,
but you got the multiple languages. You can find a way to make money. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. I would whore it out for sure. What we should probably do is just find a way to make money here, being some kind of linguist. But nah, I'm traveling.
But they have these headphones. I don't know if they actually came out, but I read about them, so I don't know if they were actually ever like beyond a prototype. That you put them on, you turn them on, and if someone spoke a language into the headphones will decipher that and basically translate it into and then you hear like a voice of that language. Kind of like Google Translate. They can do that with your phone, but it's like real time. Yeah, you will hear that. I wonder if that's actually a real thing. I gotta check it out.
I'll tell you this right now. I mean, if it was a headphone, I wouldn't. If you hand me some AirPods, and anytime I needed to talk to somebody in another language, they spoke and it just translated. I would buy those immediately.
Yeah, I think it was something small, but I gotta look into it, see if that is actually real, because that would be amazing too. Just okay, we can communicate a little faster and understanding. That's the thing about going to foreign lands and going to like the places to eat food, and you're trying to order something, you're pointing at shit, and they're like, how much? You're like, I don't what, that kind of thing. So it's kind of cool, man.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah,
I'm going to Australia. They already speak American.
Yeah, you're just gonna go. Just go no matter what. You have to learn.
Japan would
just be careful, because I think almost all of the most poisonous snakes in the world live there. Kangaroos. If you're in the water and the kangaroo is there, they're gonna try to drown you.
Oh no, they whoop your ass. Kangaroos.
Yeah, crocodiles are more aggressive than alligators, so you got to deal with that. What else can kill you over there? I think a bunch of things.
think hippos kill more people than any other animals. What I heard.
There's hippos in Australia.
Hippo. I think it's mosquitoes number one, and hippos are second. I don't know if there's hippos there. Probably not. It's Africa, but
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But there may not be there, but there's so many other things there that can kill you. So like, be careful with that.
There's just a lot of just dimes over there, and
they may kill you too.
They can kill you even more. Yeah, you're right about that.
They may mess with you too. So, we got we've covered a lot tonight on this show. We may have a hot dog eating contest for seconds.
Listen, Hector is a man of his word, I believe. So
Hector do it.
We need to. I think it could be fun. There's so much seriousness and this and that. It could be a fun little thing, and I don't mind humiliating myself. So I've already done that many times on live. So I got no problem. If Hector's game, we can set it up, man.
Yeah. But we make no cheating. So we got to compare your glizzies, because don't be coming in with a super small one trying to rig the contest.
Well, Hector's out then. Hector's out. Hector can't. He's coming in with this small glizzy. Hector's not. He's exempt.
We may have to measure it. Like, come on, like, we should get the same brand.
Nathan's. Hey, listen.
All right.
I'm game for it. I think it could be fun. I'm good, but we got to do it. I don't just do these kind of shit we got to do it for something, a charity or some kind of bragging right. We got to figure out something. Me and Hector can figure out something that we're doing it for. The winner gets something, loser gets nothing. That kind of shit. So
yeah. And Giggity coming with a really good comment here. Don't judge on their size. It's not about the size of the glizzy. I'm not finishing the rest of that. Anyway,
please don't. Good to see y'all back. Good to see Hector back in here, and Gig and Bobby and all you guys, Lee and who else was there? Cliff, our man Cliff was in the building. Who else was in here today? There's some people earlier. Joe,
Bobby was in there.
Bobby, Gig Wise. Appreciate all you guys, Lee, coming in and share some time with us tonight.
Yeah, just hanging out with us talking about goofy shit. I would like to see that contest. I wonder if Usain Bolt would one day they're in the same country. You're like, I'll do that goofy contest and see what happened. I would love to see that, because I know Usain Bolt will be favored to win.
You think so?
Oh yeah, he probably should be favored to win, because Joey. I don't know how old Joey Chestnut. He doesn't look very young.
Joey Chestnut's got to be in his 40 at least.
Now, I don't think he's not an unhealthy looking person. I know there was one time he was actually doing the hot dog eating contest. Some protester came up while eating. He just shoves this guy off, it took him down, pulled him down. I mean, obviously this protester is probably really thin and not, ain't working out, but he has some strength. So if he's working out, take care of himself, obviously to do what he has to do, he has to burn all those calories doing other crazy stuff.
Good point.
Is it possible that he can do can he win with 13 seconds running? That's the question.
It's interesting. I think it's all dependent upon, let's say if you give these guys a week, okay? Let's say they give them a week to train. It's all going to be dependent upon Usain Bolt and how fast can he get that glizzy down. That's going to be the deciding factor.
All done. Eating, swallow, and then he'll fly through. But it's about him. If he had time to train, then he should be the favorite. But if it's a random goofy thing for a video,
listen, I would watch that. If that was like a live event or something they did on YouTube or Netflix, I would totally watch that because it would be funny. Yeah,
definitely funny. Hector, I know. Hector, he's
What do you want, bro? Are you good? You drinking some wine tonight? What's up? What?
Listen, Hector said, watch out for the Knicks at the beginning of the season. Knicks did pretty well, didn't they?
Fair.
So
fair.
Maybe Hector is just he's Nostradamus. He's letting you know.
Okay.
First of all, Aaron Rodgers played nothing. It was so sad how he went out. He went out playing on September 11th. Yeah. All the fanfare and remembering the events. And the guy hurts himself in the first play. It's just God.
The problem is Aaron Rodgers isn't going to have the numbers some of the other quarterbacks are going to have. Now, it doesn't mean the Jets aren't going to be good. They got a good defense. They got offensive weapons. Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson. They're going to be a good team. But he's not putting up C.J. Stroud, Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow. He's not putting up those type of numbers. Lamar Jackson. He's not going to put up them numbers, so he's not going to win MVP, bro. He's not even going to be in the running. He's not even in the top 5 right now, in my opinion. But you know, you're a guy, so it's all good. I get it.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, if they win, if they run up the score. I mean, that division. I mean, that whole AFC is pretty loaded. And really, yeah.
Devontae Adams, what? Jordy Nelson, what? You tripping, bro? You tripping?
All right. You know what? Maybe after the contest, or even before, you guys can debate on the how great the Jets are. What do you think? We didn't mention anything about you know, my boy Vanilla Vic. Like, come on, what do you think? Is he going to be in the conversation for anything? Just bad conversations.
Yeah, the bench role, the best player when he gets benched after week 5 when they're 0-5 or whatever it is, or 0-6.
Who the guy? God keep him winning. Like,
remember they got the kid from Denver. No, Drew Lock. Didn't they get Drew Lock or somebody? Or they got somebody that's a backup. They
paid him too much money. If Drew Lock comes in to back him up, we're screwed. They paid him, I think, $100 million, or at least some crazy amount of money. So let's not hope that doesn't happen, even though he has no running back to give the ball to, because he's playing for the goddamn Eagles.
Yeah, and he's got the neighbors guy, right? The rookie from, I believe, LSU, as somebody to throw to. So that helps, because the wide receiving core for the Giants has been pretty bad the last couple of years, but it's still Daniel Jones, bro. I'll never forgive or forget him running and tripping over his damn feet.
We all done it, bro. We all ran and tripped on ourselves.
Not in the NFL.
No. We didn't get there first.
I think it was Monday Night Football. No, we have not all.
That was some goofy shit. What's going on? It's always the Jets and the Giants do some goofy shit, like Mark Sanchez running into some guy's ass. It's like, well, come on, man. We're from New York. We don't do this. It's embarrassing.
New York is the Mecca. But New York ain't what it used to be. It's just not. You know, like,
you talking about the crime and stuff.
No,
the fact that Hector left
with the sports teams, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
I know the Yankees had some slumps. Are they winning now? Like, I tell that fellow baseball, but I know they had.
Mets have been hot as of late. So yeah, they've I think the Mets just swept the Yankees last weekend.
Yeah, I saw that.
Both teams have a winning record, from what I understand. And the Yankees just got Jazz Chisholm from the Marlins. The Yankees are loaded. They're loaded, so they're going to be in the playoffs. I mean, both teams are probably going to make the playoffs. They're both going to be pretty good. So,
yeah, we'll see. All right, guys, I enjoyed this. I was tired as shit starting this thing. Had a long day, but hanging out, talking about Glizzy's got me all fired up. So, pause. No diddy. But appreciate you guys for coming through. We'll talk more about more of the Olympic stuff and more goofy stuff. Coming at you. So appreciate you guys for coming through. Yeah, obviously hit the like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And all that good stuff. So we out of here.
Peace. We got Hannibal hungry. LOL.
Yeah.